We are looking at hags. Also, I sold my voice to get access to this page.
Yeah, another one of the transformations. We're slowly getting through each one of these
All right, so blah 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 blah
bargains.
blah blah blah.
Art looks sick as hell.
Let's see. It's one of the few that can be reversed,
Interesting. Okay.
but only in its first two stages. Once they travel too far down the path, the grip becomes even is an odd process that may take months or years, and often only with the assistance of benevolent fey creatures willing to donate some of their magic process. That's what the worst requires a fey ritual to remove all elements as the most phases. So it can be reversed. Okay,
Okay. Well, to achieve
and
these
here,
stages, what do we got?
we can do a bargain, a cursing or killing an innocent being under the new moon, drinking a poison drop from the dead, becoming the victim of multiple curse at the
Curse.
same time, consuming the flesh of the innocent, crafting a hag's eye, or creating a gastra,
And I guess this
which
is
is
a
this
stat
thing,
block
by
of
the
a
way.
gastro, which is basically if a goose combined with a
Hydra.
Cerberus or Hydra
Or
works.
I
Yeah.
think, yeah, it's called a gastra.
Oh, I didn't even realize the wordplay. Okay.
Anyways, so when you get stage one, here it is. This is the big one. You gain the hag form boon and one other stage one boon, and your choice, you also gain the stage one flaw. So the hag form boon is the one you get no matter what.
We turn to a fae. Or
Your
our
creature
creature
type
type
becomes
becomes
Fey, in
fae.
addition to any other creature types you have. Additionally, you connect with the magic and natural world provides you with expense while you're not wearing armor. Your armor class is 13 plus your next mod. Additionally, choose strength, intelligence, or charisma. You're proficient with saving throws using that. Oh, so you get a
Ooh,
new saving throw proficiency. That's big.
that is big. Holy crap! And you get the and you get a permanent mage armor. Not bad.
Then we get our first choice of boon is the Green Sisterhood.
Okay.
There's collect blah 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 blah. Dark vision, 60 feet. Air and water breathing,
Nice.
mimicking animal sounds and humanoid voices. 8 plus charisma plus transformation stage. Blah 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 blah
Okay,
blah.
that's neat.
I mean, these are interesting. But I
The
will
red.
say
Oh
there
yes.
are ways to get basically all of this.
Red Sisterhood.
Blah
Slight,
blah 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 blah
slightly
blah
worse
blah
of Dark
blah blah blah
Vision.
blah. Dark vision.
Specifically worse in the
Because
case if you already had
you
it.
can't increase it. Proficiency in deception and persuasion. If you're first, you can increase instead.
Nice.
No effect can change your form. An illusion can disguise you only if the illusion gives you the invisible condition. Oh,
That that's more of a. I
that's
would say it's a nerf a little bit, wouldn't it?
yeah.
Because you can't
Yep.
polymorph yourself. You can't.
Yeah, and specifically, you can't be illusion. You can't disguise yourself. You can only go invisible.
Actually, wait. No, polymorph is an illusion. Polymorph is transformation.
No effect can change your form.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I think majority of the time that's
Also,
an.
oh my god, this nerfs druid so hard.
Oh my god, you're right. You cannot play a druid as this unless
At
you're
least you
going
can't.
with
You just can't
specifically
wild shape.
spellcast. Yeah. Still, wow, that is mean. Okay.
All right, then we got the Sea Sisterhood. Blah 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 blah. Dark Vision, Amphibious, Aaron. This seems green seems the best. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, this one gives you a swim speed as well
As a matter of
if
fact,
you
you
don't
can use
have it.
one creature you can see within 30 feet. If a creature fails a Wisdom saving throw, 1d8 psychic damage for each transformation stage you have. So the most will ever be is 4d8, but it's a cantrip. Get a new cantrip.
I think the. I think I agree. I think green is my personal favorite.
Yeah, I
Although,
don't see myself picking any of the other two, honestly.
although the other two aren't terrible, I would say. I mean, actually, correction.
Uh,
I would say the red one is like. I think the red one's worse because they flat out just removes
the only
options from you, basically.
the only thing I get that I wouldn't inherently have access to, especially since if I'm a hack, I'm probably also a spellcaster,
Is the
is the
swimming
swim
speed?
speed. And the green one lets me breathe underwater anyways. And again, I'm a spellcaster, so I'm not in huge need of a swim speed.
I mean, maybe the other stages will boost each one of these, and they'll like
Anyways,
give them more benefits.
here's the flaws. Your body hair and eyes change in ways mortals find abhorrent. Most creatures witnessing your true form become haunted. Blah 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 blah. You cannot you stand to look at your own reflection. The first time you see a reflection after a short or long rest, you must be on DC 18 Wisdom saving throw or gain 1 exhaustion level.
Ow.
And your appearance changes based on your thing, which is this is all flavors. We can skip past it. By the way, sorry I haven't skipped past it. My voice is not is a little shot, so
Yeah, if you ever need me to start reading something out loud, I can. Like
now
for
we
video's
got
sake.
this.
Okay.
1 boon and the flaw.
Yep. And I was right. It looks
Green.
like they're gonna be upgrades. So what do we got for green?
Claw that deals 1d6 plus your dex. You're also presumably attacking. You can add either your strength or dexterity modifier to the attack and damage rolls. This attack is not an armor strike, nor can it be used in place of an armor strike. Keep that in mind.
So this cannot be boosted by monks and whatnot.
You can go invisible
Without expending a spell slot number of times equal to a transformation stage. So at this point, that would be 2 times. Okay.
but this is casting invisible, so all those rules apply. Or you're red, in which case, claw. Oh, it's the same.
Same thing, unless
It's the same thing.
But we
you
get
as magic action charm person without spending a spell slot. Spell save DC when you cast in this way is 12 plus your blah blah. You use it number of times equal to your transformation. You gain all uses such short. You already have disadvantage though. I don't like charm person in this case. No.
yeah.
Then we go see. Same thing.
And
Disguise
self.
Spending a spell slot. I'm gonna be honest. The hag is so disappointing because there isn't really a choice here. Green is the best, and these all do the same thing.
Yeah.
And even in this case, green is the best because invisibility is probably better than Disguise self in this case.
What's the flaw? Iron sensitivity.
And iron and steel weapons forged in the mortal realm cause you pain. After each short or long rest, the first time you deal damage by an iron or steel weapon, con save or stun until the end of your. That's a nothing flaw.
Yeah, it really just depends on who you're fighting. Like if they first off are
Even
actually
then,
using
it's
weapons.
only gonna hit you 1 round.
Right.
All right, we're at stage 3 now.
And we got another boost to these.
All right,
forms.
so green. When you attack, you can take additional claw attack. Deals 1d6 poison.
Extra. Okay.
You learn a corrupt ritual to create a hag eye or a gastra. Apparently, hag eye is in the book I don't have access to. 4 hours, 200 gold. I don't really feel like a gastra's worth it, but okay. Recover expended spell slot by spending hit die. Equal spell slot can have the equal blah blah blah. Once you use booty kids, we've seen this more. I think that one of the ones we looked at already had this feature.
Okay. What about the red
then
one?
we go red. Less damage.
But psychic damage, like a better damage type.
But you regain hit points equal to psychic damage dealt. So I guess there's
okay.
that.
So there's a little regeneration to it. Okay.
Creature under your magic level, such as being charmed by you, is able to share for most second. Magic was used. Again, though, charm person isn't very helpful to my red sisterhood people.
Right. Then you could spend hit dice to cast charm person. Ew.
What? That's so lame.
Okay, correction. You are doing it as a bonus action, but still, it's like,
1d6 slashing. As bonus action, you can do this. Wisdom save. Blah 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 on a failed.
The creature is frightened until the start of your next turn.
A target that sees into this creature, you gain. Wow, that's lame. That is so lame.
The magic action, you expend a die, touch a creature,
and
breathe underwater for several.
Breathe in water for a number of minutes equal to the amount rolled. That's
I
also not great. As a reminder, water breathing is a ritual spell.
That's what I was about to ask. If water breathing was not a ritual spell, then I would say that this might possibly be worth it, depending on what's going on. But
in some cases, the best you're going to get is 1 fight, and that's if the fight starts immediately.
Right.
Yes.
And then the flaw.
The flaw. Cause you feel a child hugging their parents, a loyal dog laying his head. It's like the baby's laughter. These things make you physically ill. When you are in the presence of a pure or object, you have a person or a replica pan. As part of each of your turns, while you can see these things suffer 3d6 plus your charisma modifier. Psychic damage. You cannot use it until the start of your next turn. The first time you take psychic damage from this slot or finishing a short or long rest, you must make a DC 80 This is stupid.
Yeah, wow, that's...
This is
I'll
This
be
is game
honest.
ruining.
This might be the worst transformation we've seen so far.
Oh no, 100% it is. Yeah, there are no real choices. The abilities you get are all pretty weak, and this flaw kind
I
of
would rather
sucks.
deal with the. Now we haven't seen stage 4. Maybe they'll change it.
All right,
But
let's
I
take a
think
look.
I'd rather be the abomination one. Or not abomination.
Uh,
You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, Aberrantor.
Yeah.
So we get.
Not attached to one of
Oh,
the.
okay. So these boons are just we get them. Okay. That cause magic action, bloodied beast human within 30 the creature must loses the target for save drops 0 hit points.
Bloody beast or human within 30 feet.
All right. Well, that's not horrible. You learn the one Shadow Steel curse of your choice. We've looked at this earlier. Good thing we looked at those first.
Yeah, good thing.
There's no spell. Ranking guys once per day without using a spell slot or needing spell components. That's probably a little helpful, honestly, with how that mechanic is.
Yeah.
The components are very bad for Shadow Steel curses.
They're also really expensive.
And though again, it's very rare I feel you want to use it. Here's the flaw though. And okay,
Oh.
you've developed a taste for strange, cursed, or vile foods, and normal foods no longer nourish you. You must consume one of these unusual foods at least once every day, or you gain exhaustion, which cannot relieve you from hunger. If you're forced to eat or drink normal food, you must know concentration those. Examples of vile food: the flesh, magical ingredients, the pain, and some others. Pages of a cursed tome. Man, what a nothing! This is such a nothing burger because unusual foods could be literally anything.
I guess. But look at the base transformation. That's just the word.
And here is the
I
other part,
think
by the way.
it could have been
The
so much
feat's
more
not
interesting.
the feat's not going to be that good.
Uh,
Which one is it, by the way?
is there not one for this? Is it? What's the wilds?
Wild could be that.
No,
Nope.
it's lycanthropy. Is there not
Nope.
one for the hag? Hold on, how
Yeah.
many transformations and feats do we have? Let me take a look. We have 1, 2,
Mordial,
3, 4,
Fiend,
5, 6, 7,
Fey,
8, 9, 10,
Aberrantor,
11.
Spectre, Vampire.
How
There
many of
is
those feats are
not
there?
one for the hag doesn't get one.
Are you serious?
1, 2. So this is 1, this is 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
The hag's the only one that doesn't have one because there's 11 transformations. What the fuck?
Wow. That's evil. That's
Wow. I am shame on them for not making one for every single one of these. But also that makes us so much. That makes it even. I guess the biggest benefit you're getting from this is the fact that you can get rid of it easily, or easier than the other
fair
ones.
enough.
But at that
But
point,
still, yeah.
wow.
Yeah, this one's just lame.
A bird without thought. I guess.
I can't even say approve without thought because it does have the perp campaign issue that we've talked about before. The drawbacks aren't even fun. Like the Aberrant Horror's drawbacks were actually fun, remember?
Yeah, the aberrant horror. Here's the thing: a lot of those buffs were fun, but a lot of those drawbacks, could have killed you, which is like a big price to pay. The hag, I feel like, just doesn't do. We get
Anything.
all we get from the downsides. Okay, is exhaustion levels and a stun effect.
All right, well, since we can reverse this, I need to go see if I can get my voice back because I don't want to keep this.
Yeah, let's I will try to see if I can get a famous wizard to help you out.
Apparently, we need to get some Fae. So, Ross, I will be back. I'm
Oh,
gonna
how we talk about the
from my perspective, 1 hour trip in the Feywilds, but you know how it is there.
Yeah, how about we talk about the archfey that helped us with the Fae transformation earlier.
Maybe. Anyways, I gotta
Anyway,
go.
we'll be back
All
to
right.
cover the
Where is
Lich.
my Eve? What'd you do with my two?
All right, we're back and we're covering the Lich as the next transformation. The Hag one. Not the
We're gonna-
best.
We're not going to talk about it. Okay, so
But let's see
blah
what
blah
the Lich
blah
is.
blah 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 blah. Now, I actually like in regular D&D, the lore about liches is like that they're like usually like high level wizards already. So
Right, it's like they are necromancers that mastered undeath, basically.
but obviously this is a different setting, so let's just blah 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 lore
Art
stuff.
is still cool.
The only stage beyond lich is annihilation, even that can only occur if the just a straight up no. Straight up no.
Wait, the only
Can't reverse. You
oh
can't reverse this one.
oh you can't reverse it. Oh, okay. I thought you said no. Like we're already banning this. Like the flavor
Oh
text?
no, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. I was looking at the reverse. Okay. All right. So here are the things they
Achieving
say
the
to do the stage.
stages.
Ancient Dark Arcane consumes the soul of an essentially powerful spellcaster. Build them on your power to serve as a giant arcane focus. Create or lead an army of the undead. Create or lead. So you can give an army to somebody else or lead an army that was provided by you.
Here's the question though. What
Don't
what
have
would
to do both.
what would be the definition of an army be? Like, can we just upcast animate dead and get
An organized military force equipped for fighting on land. Do I have to go military force?
yeah, what would be
Definition to get a number here? I need a number here.
right? You get my concern.
To how many people is the minimum needed for an army? Hopefully they know what I mean.
Oh, that's okay. Wow, that is a lot. /no stupid questions.
Before it's here we go.
Armor doesn't have to find number, but rather a structure of organization.
So the honest answer is I don't know.
I guess it's up to DM's discretion.
Yeah. Meditate the globe of powerful arcane item. Kill one of these guys. All right.
So we get an undead form boon as well as one boon of our choice, and then one flaw. So what is our undead form?
You become an undead initiative that you cannot be excluded from. You
wow.
cannot be excluded from turn undead.
So that just nerfs us immediately.
It's like
if you have a cleric, of course.
Sorry, I guess to find You also stop aging. You can do any effects that would age you. You cannot die from old age. You do not require air, food, drink, or sleep. So here we have.
God, I just thought of something. Do you know what this first feature would be mean for? If you were playing an XP system campaign, that like each player was keeping track of their own XP, and somehow the cleric got way more XP than you, then got destroy undead.
I don't even know. Genuinely, I don't even know if that would work the way you think.
Yeah, maybe. I could be wrong.
I think it wouldn't. Ross?
Yeah?
Unless otherwise specified, player levels are not equivalent to CRs. Which means a thing with that stipulation would not affect a player character. You're good. Anyways,
okay.
Lich Magia.
So which is
on your turn as a bonus action, you can spend the charge in your soul vessel, see stage 1 flaw, for one of the following effects.
Okay.
Bane a spell slot equal or lower than your current Lich transformation stage. Okay. The next save throw before the end of the turn against one of your spells has disadvantage. Next time you cast a spell before the end of your turn, deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage per Lich transformation stage to a single creature damage by that spell. The next time you cast a spell before the end of your turn that restores hit points, that spell restores an additional 1d6 hit points per Lich transformation stage.
So we sacrifice whatever our soul vessel charge is, and we get one of these effects, which, I mean, they're all fine, I would say.
It's hard to say without knowing what the soul vessel thing is.
Right, we'd have to take a look at that, but...
But our other choice, while your soul vessel is charged, you gain the following benefits to your weapon attacks or unarmed strikes. They deal your choice of force damage or the normal damage. It's basically all weapons are magical.
Okay.
They have advantage of taken as a reaction. After you deal damage with a weapon attack or arm strike, you can spend a bonus action later on that turn. Spend the hit dice. Roll that dice to deal then croc damage equal to the result of the target.
So wait.
Wow, that wording is clunky. So basically, I do damage. So I do my little attack. Let's say as a level fighter, my 3 attacks. I can then literally go away, do my bonus action, and they're getting hurt later. I guess it's interesting.
And then they have advantage on attack. Advantage if taken as a reaction. So like, just any attack we take with our opportunity attack or anything else that would trigger a reaction.
Correct.
Okay.
Alright,
Interesting.
our soul vessel. This is our flaw. You've essentially torn your soul body and trapped it in a suitable object. The object must be blah blah blah. Soul vessel is a chain of vessel containing a electric soul. Additionally, soul vessel is guarded for the electric defeat on 1810X, speed 0, poison psychic. Well, soul stored in your vessel. The soul vessel is considered charged. The soul contained within the soul vessel must be from a creature whose child rating is blah blah blah. The soul vessel can only contain one. You can add a soul to the soul vessel 2 times for each of your hands. To regain this store soul, which must use it. If your soul vessel, you must create a new one doing today's soul. So you do so. If you are killed while you control a charged soul vessel on the same plane, your soul vessel charge consumed you are but. This isn't a flaw at all. These are all mostly good stuff with one negative thing.
Yeah, I'm questioning how this is a.
This isn't a flaw. This is just a boon. Like, yeah, no, this is it. Soul vessel, flaw. It says flaw right here.
Yeah, you get a vessel. I would have. So first off, I'm looking at this. I feel like they get like the basically the respawning. I'm gonna use the word as a term. Why is that here at level 1 to 4?
You're correct. I mean, yeah, it is a key part of being a.
Does resurrection? I'm assuming it does cost the spell component. What does that cost? I know it's at 7th level, right? Yeah, 7th level instance.
Let's take a look at the spell here.
It's been a hot minute since I looked at this. 1,000 gold.
1,000 gold pieces. You're
so as long as you have a soul, it's like
you remember what it is I said about something giving the ability to cast Revivify for free once per day, and how I felt about that, right?
Yeah, no, this should be like the last stage. Like,
yeah, you can imagine I'm probably not allowing this, but I'm aghast that this is considered a flaw.
I would rework this last part to be like, okay, that's happening at like stage 14, or at least listed out saying like, hey, this or not 14, 4.
So you have a soul vessel. This is a thing that is separate from any other mechanics in the game. Well, you have it. It is charged, which, as we know, fuels these 2 abilities.
Right.
Soul contained within the vessel must be from a character whose challenge rank is equal to or higher than half your character level. Okay, that's not an issue.
Eventually, at level 20, you'd have to have creatures that are a minimum of 10.
Yeah, and again, none of this. But again, this is just a thing you have to do. You'll probably encounter those pretty frequently.
Right.
You can add a soul to the soul vessel 2 times for each of your transformation. You gain the ability when you complete a long rest. So, okay, that's great. That's great. Again, that's all good stuff. This is all positive. To store a soul, use a magic action within 1 minute of a creature's death, or a reaction triggered by the creature's death while holding the vessel. This is good. This is good. Here it is. The one bad thing. If it is reduced to your point, you must create a new. Doing so takes a long rest. Until you do, you do not gain any benefits of having the soul vessel. So our flaw is we don't get all the good stuff from the boons. Okay. Also, until you have a soul vessel, you have disadvantage on the first D20 test you make after finishing a short or long rest. That's it.
So here's the thing. Having a phylactery, I don't know if that's what this is called. What is the ability called?
Soul vessel.
Soul vessel. which is basically, from what I'm seeing from these effects, unless you tell me wrong, it's
Yeah, it's
basically like a
supposed to be the
phylactery,
phylactery. Yeah,
which
yeah.
it makes sense to have like a phylactery be. It honestly, it should start off with because here's the thing, having a phylactery makes sense. It's what like one of the Lich's main things, like they have a phylactery.
Yeah.
But given this all at level 1, I think I would throw out the resurrection thing until like stage 4.
I mean,
That's like
here's
my
my
first thing.
yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go beyond that. These transformations are supposed to have flaws.
Yeah, this doesn't seem
Remember?
like a flaw. This honestly, this should be a basic one of the boons that they're given to us.
That's what I said. That's literally what I just said.
Right.
All right, so let's move on.
So stage 2, we're 5 to.
You get
I'm gonna double
one
check.
stage
It's like
two,
5
yeah,
to, I think 10.
something around that. You get
Uh, yes, 5 to
one
10.
stage 2 boon and the stage 2 flaw. So we have 3 boon options and a flaw. So our first boon option. When you reduce a human to 0 hit points and it dies, you can use a reaction to immediately transport into a zombie under control. You can have the creature control once these zombies act on their own initiative following your verbal commands to the best of their ability.
Okay.
Fair enough, fair enough,
Fair.
fair enough.
Fair. That makes sense.
You can compel a creature with a binding curse as a bonus action. Choose a creature within 30 feet if they can see. They'll make a charisma save. Here's the DC. On a failed save, it cannot move more than 30 feet away from you. Also, during that time, open attacks and normal strength, the creature deal an additional 2d6 necrotic damage. You can use it. This is also fair.
Yeah, yeah. You definitely want to be like the melee one for that one.
I will say, this isn't tied to a resource. You can just do this as long as you don't have.
But you can only have
The
3
zombie
of
one.
them at a time.
True, but you can always get your zombies back. Again, but you're never fighting humanoids. Who cares?
Well, later on.
Whenever,
But yeah.
yeah, whenever you kill any creature with a spell, you may apply an additional effect depending on the damage dealt. This ability cannot be used when you kill a construct or undead or any creature without a soul.
So we kill
Good to know.
someone, and
Choose one of the, as a
we get a boost depending on.
yeah.
Okay.
As a soul of your enemies leave their bodies, you siphon off part of their life force. You gain 1d6 hit points per transformation stage.
Okay.
Choose a creature within 10 feet. The creature takes 1d6 poison. Bleh.
Okay.
Stage. Choose a creature within 10 feet. The creature gains 1 exhaustion level. The creature may have only 1 exhaustion level in the future at a time. 2024, that I don't care about that at all.
I mean, 2024 does matter because it affects dice rolls, but 2014.
No, I know. I minus all you're gonna get out of this was -1. I don't care. Let's move right along.
Our flaw, which
Let's see if this one's a real flaw. Oh, yep, this is the same one that others have.
same ones that the others have, which
Yeah. We've talked about it. It's okay, but
yeah, it's okay.
It's kind of campaign breaking. Or at least can be.
Right.
Not balance-wise, but it's hard to do a campaign where mechanically, if you show up and talk to an NPC, they have to hate you.
Right, yeah,
I like that as a narrative that an NPC might hate you, but having it be enforced, I don't like. But that's besides the point.
Right.
Stage 3, we have
Eldritch
one stage 3
Concentration.
boon.
Which also 11 to
before
16.
We're not there yet. Let's see how many boons. 3 boons. When you cast a spell that requires concentration, if you are already concentrating on one such spell, you can spend the charge of your soul vessel. If you do this, you do not use concentration on the original spell. Instead, you gain an exhaustion level.
Okay.
If you cast a third concentration when you start or lose concentration for any other reason, you lose concentration on both current spells you are concentrating on. Once you use it, you're not using it until you finish a short or long rest. That's fair enough.
Yeah. Master
Undead creatures under your control from a Lich transformation boon. When I checked, there was only one Lich transformation boon that gave you control of undead creatures.
Well, maybe there's more, like another one
True.
at stage 4.
But on attack rolls when they are within 5 feet of you.
That's pretty solid. That's nice.
Additionally, whenever undead creature you control due to a Lich, you can spend the charge, or if you do so, the undead creature is at 1 hit point instead and may immediately move up to its full speed and make an attack action with the advantage. I wouldn't use my reaction on that.
It'd be hard.
Affect the creature.
If it was just we're only right now.
These
We
are
only have
just
regular
zombie stat blocks.
zombies. Yeah.
Yeah.
If we had like
Ooh,
a better zombie, then maybe.
yeah.
If we had like a ghoul or something, that might be worth it.
Anyways, our last option. Your magic action charge. One, your soul vessel charge. You can use a magic action to draw here. Draw into your turns for 1 minute. You regain 10 hit points. The soul vessel does not. This is just casting the spell on it. The regeneration spell on us.
Does regeneration give you 10 HP per turn?
I think it's a roll amount, but still.
3 times per long rest. I'm surprised they don't have they don't have you use a charge for this.
True. And then here's our flaw. When your soul vessel is not charged, you suffer the following effects. You cannot use the dash, dodge, or disengage actions.
Can I use
if I'm a rogue?
reactions?
That's pretty breaking to this. You have disadvantage on Constitution saving throws, and you cannot disguise your radiation. Upon targeting your soul. Nah. Okay. I mean, it sounds like we want to have our soul vessels charged anyways.
Right.
Stage 4.
Which we have 1, 2, 3.
You gain 1 boon and flaw. 1, 2, 3. Foolish boons.
Yeah, 3 boons.
You have better mastered the magical arts. The number of spells you can learn and have prepared increases by 4. Additionally, whenever you finish a short or long rest, you gain additional spell slots of whichever level you choose. Wait.
Yeah, wait, hold on, double take. Rewind that. So 4 additional spells prepared, which fair enough. I mean, if you're a
I'm
casting
gonna
class.
pick 9th level.
Yeah, the second one. If a
Why
creature
isn't it just
dies as a result of one of your spells, you immediately draw its soul to the vessel
soul
without using a
without
magic
using-
action or reaction.
Okay.
But also,
Well,
You gain one additional spell slot level of whichever level you choose.
I guess yay for me, my brand new fancy second 9th level spell.
Holy.
When you use Acolyte, you can choose to transform the target into a ghoul instead of a zombie.
Hey, I was literally just talking about that. We are at 16 to 20, but still, I mean, getting
Here's what I will say. The ghoul paralysis could be really good.
if you're able to get it off, yeah, but
Immediately, it's probably not going to trigger, but
right. The only
if it does, I'd burn a legendary resistance on it.
Yeah, no, that could be really powerful. And the only creatures that are immune to this is, of course, creatures that are immune to paralyze, as well as, yeah, elves. Are undead also immune? Or no?
Let's take a look-sees. Also, this is a 2024 version, so...
Oh, you're right.
That isn't an undead or elf.
Undead or elf, okay.
Anyways, moving right along.
Yeah, fair enough.
Or we can do the Soul Shattering attack. After you make one protect or arm strength, you can spend the charge in your soul vessel to add the challenge rating of the soul within it to the attack roll.
And damage
dealt with that attack. If the creature dies from the attack, you can instantly recharge the soul vessel with expended. You can use this feature a number of times equal to 4 plus your vision bonus. You can all use that for vision with long rest.
So in theory, we could add 20, or heck, even 30 in theory, to an attack and damage roll.
All right, this is when the soul vessel becomes an actual flaw. The weight of time is degrading to your form, and only the magic of your soul vessel holds it together. If your soul vessel reduces 0 hit points, your soul is lost, you're killed instantly, and your body crumbles to dust.
Well, with that, now the regeneration thing doesn't quite work if we're moved to stage 4.
No. You see, you're misreading it.
Oh, am I misreading it?
Soul vessel does not mean charge.
Oh,
the soul vessel is the thing
okay.
that holds the soul. So we can expend all our charges. That's okay.
As long as our soul vessel doesn't get destroyed.
Yeah. Here is the issue. Here is the real issue with this. Well, among many others. I'm not going to call this a real flaw. Ross, can I ask you a question? How many times have you seen me target a wizard spellbook?
I don't believe you ever targeted a wizard, or even I'm going to expand that. Spellcasting components in general. I think I've seen you target those once.
And it's not even, I wouldn't even call it targeting because you took it away from us for like maybe 30 minutes because we were in Dragon City, we're in the cages. I remember because I had a components pouch.
Yeah.
Like that was
So the reason I bring that up, the reason that I wanted to bring all of that up, is a simple concept. This is a tiny object that your character can literally shove into a bag of holding.
it's not even just that. There's and this I've been thinking about this in the back of my mind. Unless I missed it, there's nothing that says we have to have this on us at any point. So we could just
No.
so we could just have it in bumfuck nowhere where no one would be able to find it.
To that Ross, I say a mean DM Ross would totally have it be found.
True.
So I'm gonna argue that no, you actually can't do that. But the point is, there are a lot of places you can put it where it can never be touched,
Right.
and it's not like it would be difficult to do either. So yeah,
Here's the thing.
I guess
like
let's look at the feet.
Yeah, let's look at the feet. The regular version of it. The stage 1 flaw isn't that bad. I think the flaw could be worsened, weirdly enough. And then it would be Archlich, the very top.
Oh, there it is. Thank you. Is it this? Oh, well, it's not the same.
Oh, okay.
It's the ability score increases whenever you finish a long rest. If your soul vessel is not charged, it gains its soul and becomes charged. Okay, whatever.
I guess there's only one mechanical question about that is for the one that adds the CR to the.
That's a good point.
Do
What
we
the hell is this?
Do we assume that it would be the default, like minimal, which would be?
Yeah, I think
which
they
would
should
be-
say. It should say. The feat should say. But yes, I think I would assume minimum.
Yeah, I assume minimum. So what? So we're at level 19. That
10.
would be about 10. Yeah.
Now let's just say 10. Fair, easy. 10, because...
Right.
No.
If we're wrong about that, let us.
I mean, to be clear, it wouldn't be 10 if we were actually level 19. It would be 9.
Right. 9, 10.
But-
Either way.
Yeah. Either way. So, yeah, it's a moot point, Ross, because I'm not... I both, A, do not want to allow it in its current state, and am not very motivated to make it something I could allow, if that makes sense.
For me, it's literally just the stage 1 boon is my only issue, really. Or not boon, flaw. Stage 1 flaw needs to be
the only flaw this entire thing really gets is the stage 2 flaw. And that's just a rip-up of all the other guys with that same flaw.
I would rework the Lich's flaws from honestly the ground up, except for I like 14th, I like 2nd, because fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, me personally, I would rework those. I would have the vessel, instead of being counted as a flaw, have it be one of the default, have it be attached to the undead form, because honestly, that undead form thing doesn't do much.
You're correct. It really doesn't. Yeah. Anyways, that's where I stand on this. It's a shame. It is very ironic. The hag was just overly underpowered that it wasn't even fun to look at. The Lich is too powerful. Which means, you know what? We're back to regular good balance going forward.
Yeah, I'm gonna label this as ban would need rework the flaw.
We would need to rework more than just the flaw, to be clear. In my head, this one requires a much more complete rework to be allowed.
Now, don't get me wrong. I do like the idea of like transforming into a lich. That could be a fun idea for a character.
I'm actually going to say this right now. Yeah, I'm going to say this right now. I don't. I actually don't like that this transformation exists. Obviously, more options. I'm never going to complain about that. But fundamentally, I think Palace Transformation is a bad idea. This is unrelated to balance, and this is related to flavor, okay?
Well, how come?
A couple reasons. We'll start with the very, 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 very easy one. Again, I don't know the lore of Grim Hollow, obviously.
Right.
I could spend a bunch of time actually reading the lore on this book, but right now we're looking more at the mechanics and stuff.
Right.
So
The series is mainly mechanics.
But this is my own flavor opinion. Becoming a lich should be a big deal. And starting that process, becoming undead, attaining the immortality, which is in most D&D settings, immortality is the goal of the lich. Now, admittedly, there are so many ways for a wizard to gain immortality that it's kind of silly. But all the same, in most D&D settings, immortality is the goal of why you become a lich.
And the fact that this gets it at theoretically level 1, possibly.
Correct. It means,
That's fair.
Yeah, you got the thing. This should be the thing that if your character's goal is to become a lich, if you were to propose, hey, I want my character to become a lich, I would, all right, let's start that process right now. I would say, all right, I'll lay the seeds for you. I'm not going to give you the immortality right away, because then what's your character adventuring for?
Right.
If you remember when we were looking at the curses, our issue with a lot of them, when it looked at getting cast on players, because that's
It'd
what I was
make it to where they would stop adventuring, basically.
Correct.
Which is definitely fair.
And so that's where I stand. Anyways,
Uh,
to be clear, that is a personal thing. It's why I have no drive to actually fix the issues I have with this particular transformation. It's because I don't see being anybody's fantasy.
Right.
But that's that.
And then we'll be back for the next one where we're going to be looking at the lycanthropy transformation.
The lycanthrope.
Lycanthrope. Werewolves. Yeah. Rawr.
Yep.
As always, stay tuned for more of It Is In.
We are now looking at the lycanthrope transformation, and I will say we've had a run of 2 pretty bad transformations.
Yeah, here's the thing. I still like the idea of this mechanic. They have been interesting.
To be clear, we have looked at 1, 2, 3 of them, 4, 5 of them, and only 2 of them were bad. That's not bad.
Right? Yeah. No. Like this has a lot of potential.
Yep.
Yeah, we have the lycanthrope. Not to be confused with me saying lycanthropy like 7 times.
Yeah. Blah 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 blah.
We got werewolf people.
Just werewolves.
Is it? I mean, it could be the other ones. I actually don't know. I'm assuming because of the image.
No. I mean, if we're just going by the word lycanthrope, it's just werewolves.
Oh, is it just werewolf for lycanthrope?
Lycan is just a word for wolf.
Oh, you're right. So maybe it will just be just werewolf stuff.
We'll see. I mean, the word I think has become ubiquitous, so they might not.
Who knows? So achieving new
so
stages.
the next. Oh wait, let's make sure.
Stage 1, no typical magic like remove curse. Okay,
wish.
Just need wish.
Alright, let's see. How you get it? So, making bargains with a fae, killing a powerful creature under the light of a full moon,
In your hybrid mood.
Failing to death saves.
Wow, that might be the easiest thing to do. What the hell?
Yeah, that is insanely specific and way too easy to achieve.
Well, I guess you're on death's door.
I get the idea, but here's the issue. Here is the issue with it, Rolf. It's just
right. No, it's that's a really odd one to place there.
I wouldn't attach it to death save. That's way too out of the DM. Anyways, killing an innocent creature hyper form after you're failing your saving throw against lust for the hunt.
Okay.
So we are stage 1, and also
which one stage boon?
Okay, it is different
Uh,
forms. Yeah, it is different forms.
So we have one stage, one
you select
boon,
one
and one flaw.
and gain the stage 1 flaw. Okay, so we only get one.
Okay, so and each are based.
All right.
So what do we got for the first one?
All right, so it's wolf. So this is we're a werewolf now.
As a magic action, you may
You-
voluntarily transform into a hybrid half-wolf creature. While in the hybrid wolf form, the following rules apply.
Your strength becomes 18 unless it is higher.
Okay. Your speed is increased by 10 feet, and you can use the dash action as a bonus action. Okay.
You can't cast spells or concentrate on spells. Your ability to speak is reduced to short, basic, guttural responses.
Okay. While transformed, you can use weapons and equipment as normal unless specified otherwise. Or elsewhere.
Why specify that? I assumed I could do that. You gain a claw or bite attack that you may use in place of any weapon attack. This time we do mean in place of.
Okay.
You deal 1d8 plus your strength or dex, slashing damage. You're proficient and you can add either of them. But it is not an unarmed strike, nor can it be used in place of an unarmed strike. We're really hammering that home in this book.
We really are. Which is like, I'm looking at this, other than the Fey one, because I believe that one could provide a stun, if I remember correctly. Rules as written.
Mhm.
I don't see why getting this replaced with an unarmed strike and cannot be used. I don't see why that would be too strong.
It's
but,
just a design philosophy this book's held the entire time.
right. And then finally, after taking the attack action, you may take a bonus action later in that turn to attack once with either your claw or bite.
Your hybrid form lasts 1 hour per transformation. If you enter your hybrid form, you can convert to your normal form by using a magic action on your turn. Flaws listed below may override this rule.
So we basically get a. So you have to use our action, and we get a. Basically, the equivalent of a wild shape, sort of.
This is lame. This is actually really lame. So, the big draw here is strength score becomes 18, but
Yeah, just straight up it becomes 18.
if you are a build that focuses on that, you've got a means to achieve it. You don't need my help.
Right.
And then we get speed increases by 10 in the feet. There are so many ways to get this, and dash is a bonus action. So many ways to get it.
A good number of ways, yeah. Removing the idea, or not idea, removing concentration. Like, you cannot cast
Yeah.
spells or concentrate. That's a big downside, but
That I mean, I guess obviously per build, who cares, right? But that is a downside. I am not seeing enough upside to specify because we get on a weapon that we can use maybe.
which does okay damage. I mean, D8 is like,
But it's
what,
normal.
average damage for weapon
That's the
attacks?
thing.
Probably?
That's the thing. The D8 is not hard to come by. Rapier does D8.
Right. Rapier does D8. A longsword one-handed does a D8.
My point in all this is, I am not getting anything for this except for the bonus action, which again, there are other ways to get. I'm not getting anything out of this transformation that I don't already have.
Right, and here's the thing. I'm guessing with how this is set up, the later stages are going to be boosts to each individual form. So maybe like this gets even better.
Potentially, we'll see.
Who knows? Keep in
Uh,
mind, this is 1 to 4,
We're a
so it can't be
we're
too
a-
crazy.
we're a roar bear now. That roars.
It's the same magic
Whoa,
action.
Wait. Why are we a monstrosity?
Oh yeah, wait. Oh, the werewolf one only the werewolf one becomes a monstrosity?
No, the bear also becomes a monstrosity.
Oh, okay.
But why are we a monstrosity? Why isn't this just beasts?
Actually, that's a good question. Because I actually don't know this. Do werewolves, werewolves,
Werewolves?
werebears,
We-
etc. Do they count as?
Uh,
What do they count as normally?
They are normally qualified as humanoids.
Okay.
Which, I mean, I get it. That obviously, if you're just using the stat block, you don't have something to turn us into, but I feel like the implication is beasts.
Yeah, I'm thinking either humanoid. I'm thinking either beast. Monstrosity also could fit. I would say.
Alright.
But what
As
does
a
bear
magic
do?
action, blah, 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 all the same.
Your strength
Is
score
your strength score
becomes
Oh, you're going
20. Oh yeah. Your strength score becomes 20 unless it is higher. Which very little
Why
chance that,
the
that's the
heck?
chance. That's the
Yeah.
chance.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not seeing a big reason to pick wolf over bear here. You gain a climb speed equal to your walking speed because bears known to be amazing climbers.
That's pretty nice. You have the same flaw as the other one where you can't cast or concentrate on spells, and your ability to speak is reduced to basic and general responses.
Well transformed, you can use weapons and equipment as normal. Blah blah blah.
You also get. Oh, it's just the claw this time. You can place any weapon attack. Does a D8 of either your strength or dexterity modifier. Why wouldn't I just use strength? Because our strength is now 20.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
You're proficient. Yada yada yada. Either strength or dex modifier to the attack and damage rolls. It cannot be replaced with unarmed strike, etc. Now this is the main one. This is the unique one.
Immediately after hitting a target with a claw attack, you can take a bonus action to grab a creature with that hand, as long as it is no more than one size category larger than you. They are the grapple. I'm gonna be honest. Bear is just better.
I mean, it's really what you. It's more like what you want because with the werewolf, at the very least, you could always like dash to get even closer to the enemy. It's like the bear is good if you're already there, which more than likely you will be. But there are situations.
Again, remember what we said. There are ways to get us to both the 10 feet and the bonus action.
That's
dash.
true. That's true.
A climb speed that is just permanent forever, unless you are a specific race, much harder to get.
Well, it's only when you're transformed, but still, this lasts for eventually 4 hours.
Yeah, you're right.
Which is
horrible. I'm aware that it's only when you're transformed, but I maintain my point.
Yeah.
It's more valuable because it's harder to get.
Then same thing with the hybrid form. It lasts for an hour. You can revert to your normal stage with a magic action.
We're a rat now. Yeah, we're not gonna read the same text over and over again, Russ.
Right. Magic action. You may voluntarily transform into a half rat creature. This is the following stats.
Your dexterity becomes 18.
That's also pretty nice, actually. You can hide or disengage as a bonus action.
You get proficiency with stealth, and you can double your proficiency bonus when making dexterity stealth checks.
So expertise, basically. Again, you can't concentrate or cast spells, and your speech is shortened.
You gain a claw or a bite attack that you may. It's 1d6 now. Proficient. Strength or dex modifier to attack and damage rolls. The attack is not an unarmed strike, nor can it be used in place of an unarmed strike. Yeah, we know.
After taking the attack action, you may take a bonus action later in that turn to attack once with either your claw or bite.
Alright, I'm now seeing the point. It's like the wolf is supposed to be the half and half between the rat and the bear. It's not very good at being that, though. If you target a creature that's within 5 feet of one of its enemies, you have advantage on a claw or bite attack made against that target.
So we get if you target a creature that's
pack
within 5 feet
tactics.
of we get pack
tactics.
Okay.
A little more convoluted than that, but we get pack tactics.
Right, I was just like rereading it to make sure I'm not being stupid.
It lasts about the same.
So these are fine.
Let's take a look at our flaw. The savage nature of your curse sometimes causes you to lose control. These are a constant trickle between you and the blah blah blah. The first time you become bloated after finishing a short or long rest, you must succeed on a DC 10 Wisdom saving throw. If you are under the light of a full moon, you automatically fail this saving throw.
Okay.
If you fail this saving throw, you are subject to the following rules until you can end the hybrid form.
You immediately enter your hybrid form.
You immediately go. You go completely feral.
You go completely feral, and you cannot use any of your equipment or class features.
On your turn, while in the hybrid form, you must move towards the closest creature you can see, smell, or hear, prioritizing bloodied creatures. If you end your movement and no creature within 5 feet of you, you must use the dash action to move towards the closest one.
If there is a creature within 5 feet of you, and you have not used your action, you must take an attack action using your claw attack.
When you damage a creature on your turn and it is not reduced to 0 hit points, you must use further attacks that turn against... Wait, what?
So basically, if we have more attacks, we're forced to...
We don't. We don't.
When you damage a creature on your turn, and it's not reduced to 0 hit points, you must use further attacks. Why wouldn't we?
Read the highlighted.
You cannot use any of your equipment or class... Oh, the claw bites only once per turn?
Uh, see, it with without without a class to give it extra attack, Ross. Yes, it is.
Ooh.
So here, let's
That
take a
is
look.
a
See at
that.
this.
You know
Okay,
what? That's an
let's see.
interesting loophole.
If there is a creature within 5 feet and you have not used your action, you must make an attack action with your.
The
When
attack
you
action
damage a
isn't
creature on your
technically
turn and it
extra
is
attack
not
action.
reduced to 0 hit points, you must use further attacks that turn against that creature. But they don't specify how many. So, there are 3 ways to rule this. Ross, we're going to play a game of D&D Elite Feud.
Dealy.
Oh. Well, okay, I don't want to do that. Wait, is there just a one draw online? Draw. Just one draw. There's my sketchpad. Here we go. Yeah, we're gonna play a game of no. We're gonna play a game of D&D Elite Feud. You ready? So here's the board. Ready? This is the board.
Okay.
Top 3 answers, by my opinion of which one is best, are on the board.
So, I mean,
There are 3 ways I, as a DM, could see myself ruling this.
well, the first one, which you had gladly pointed out to me, was the fact that basically, because you don't have your class features, you technically only have one. Actually, do all the forms provide a bonus action attack, or is it just the bear or just the wolf?
Bear and Wolf provide it.
Bear and wolf provide it. So you'd have to use your action to attack, but you don't get the extra attack feature from your class. But you would have to use your bonus action, but that's still fine because it's like
Alright.
less attacks overall. That's one way to rule it.
That is my number 1 answer. That is probably what I would do.
Because the fact that they point out the class feature thing, that's a very valid point, and one that I would actually probably agree with. The second one.
Yep. So yeah. So see, what is my number 2 and 3? I said I have 3 rulings that I could see how I run this. So number 1 is obviously the one that I think I would probably do.
Right. The second one I would say.
But I think 2 and 3 are both very interesting and worth talking about.
I doubt it's up there, but I would say the other one would be, stuff like extra attack would still apply. Just stuff like channel divinity, spell casting. Yeah, I didn't think so. Can you look back at that tab for me?
Sure.
Just so I can reread that bottom part. So we cannot make any actual weapon attacks. That's not with our claws, which I do want to bring up. It is just the claw, which doesn't quite make so much of a difference. I don't think.
Yeah, correct.
But still,
it's not important. All right, let's get back to D&D Elite Feud. You got the ruling I'm probably going to use. So the other 2 I have problems with. One of them reasonable. The other one absolutely not. That's the only thing I'm going to give you.
I mean, is that? Oh, I already said the extra attack thing, but you already crossed off as not being up there. Here, I'm gonna do myself.
There is
so you don't have to swap tabs every time. I'm gonna.
There's no way we'll go. There's no way we'll going raw, and we're gonna keep going raw for this. There's no way we'll going raw to allow you to use your extra attack.
Right.
Plain as. There just is no way. Two rulings, Ross. Remember, we are trying our best to stay completely raw. So that means these rulings do not contradict with the text. I will actually give you.
Well, this is
this
is not one, but something I just noticed while rereading something. There is no limit on how many times you could transform into these hybrid modes. There's no long rest thing. I was gonna check to see wait, so if you already used it, if you're forced to go into that form, would it not allow you to because you already have used it? But there is no
Yeah,
there is no
that's
limit.
interesting. Kind of lame, actually, but that's besides the point. We're gonna get back to what we're doing
Right.
here right now.
Right, yeah, no.
Come on.
That's just something extra I noticed. Uh oh, here's something
Are you-
interesting.
You got something?
I don't know if this is something you're looking for. Because you cannot use equipment as well as any class features. If we're a class, let's say a fighter with heavy armor, would not be proficient in it anymore.
Proficiency is not a class feature, but also, I am just looking, Ross, at this feature, nothing else.
Okay.
So
What do you
if you are having to look elsewhere, Ross, you're not gonna find the answer.
when you damage a creature on your turn, and it's not reduced to 0 hit points, you must use further attacks.
There are two more rulings that you have not thought about. I will tell you this right now.
When you damage a creature on your turn, it's not reduced to 0 hit points, you must use further attacks. I'm not sure.
Alright, I'll give you one more clue. The number 3 answer is, I believe, unfortunately, the most faithful to Raw. But it is so bad. So bad. If you interpret it.
So when you damage a creature on your turn, and it is not reduced to 0 hit points, you must use further attacks that turn against the creature. I'm trying to think like what raw that would mean, because like you can't use your equipment, so like you only got like your one. I would the extra attack thing would have probably been what I would put as number 3, but you said that was wrong. Like that's on there at all.
Ross. See, what you're forgetting is this in of itself is a feature. So if it says something,
Wait, so the transformation would mean it would do nothing?
nope. Although, that is a ruling that I put on there. That is the number 2 answer, the one that I probably like basically saying.
Which I would argue against that because this is not a class.
No, no, you didn't say what I thought you said at all. My bad.
I think just explain it at this point.
All right. So the number 2 answer. This is the okay, whatever. Is nothing happens. You just get your initial attack. But going the most faithful to Raw, reading this as a feature as it should be, it is so bad because. Just put the 3 X's there. Nice. Because what it says means that if you get a turn and don't miss at all during that turn, you will kill whoever you're going after. And as a reminder, you are being forced among the nearest creatures, which are probably your party members.
There's a good chance of that, yeah.
Because reading it faithfully, no matter what any other feature says, if you attack damage a creature and it is not reduced to 0 hit points, you must use further attacks, not further of your attack features, attacks against that creature.
Wait, so this would grant you additional attacks?
Yes, that's what I was trying to say. Yes,
What the
going
fuck?
as faithfully to Raw as possible. This would go until it either misses or reduces to 0.
Here's the thing, I feel like with that rules is written, I feel like that wouldn't, because I feel like it would say like a number or something like that, like however many
You're
attacks
correct.
you have.
The lack of the number, Ross, is the problem here. The lack of a number is the problem here. No, I don't think that's right. I don't think that's what they meant by this.
No.
They just super messed up this wording. That's why
Okay.
That's why I said what they probably meant is number 1.
Right.
They probably meant the the whole bonus, use your bonus action if you've got it thing.
Right.
Or maybe they were stupid and didn't even realize that they removed extra attack on this.
Right, which I do want to bring that up. The fact that it calls out that we can use our class features, or can't use our class features when, this happens, tells me we can still use our regular class features for stuff in the when we're transformed already.
Correct. Why would you think we couldn't?
Hmm.
Yeah, no. It was I was assuming we could use our class features. Yeah. No, this entire transformation is insane for a barb.
Oh yeah, Barbarian is the first one I think of.
But yeah, so okay.
And then the final thing.
If you're at full hit points at the start of your turn, you can make a DC 10 Wisdom save. On assess, you return to your normal form. You also return to your normal form if remove curse is cast on you or after 1 hour passes. Here is the deal. As stupid as the flaws, I've already touched a high rule it, so we know.
Right.
It's never coming up. Not once.
I wouldn't say never, but it is very unlikely.
I am going to say no. I'm going to say I would say the odds of it coming up is infinitesimal. Let's look at the barrier that for this flaw to come up. First off, you're playing a martial. Because if you are playing a caster, why are you playing this yourself?
Right. So.
In fact, I'm going to take a second. You're probably playing a barbarian.
Yeah, let's say barbarian.
So that means that in order to get you to bloodied, they have to get through your rage.
As well as get you to half HP.
Yeah,
or lower.
Yeah. And then, and only then,
you make a wisdom save. Which
a barbarian
can have okayish wisdom.
Anybody could. It's not a high DC wisdom save at all.
I'm assuming point by.
Well, I was like, it's not a high wisdom save at all. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
With that in mind, if I were to take this, I would build myself with the wisdom save in mind. I would definitely grab resilient wisdom and all that stuff.
Right. Which wisdom's always a good one to have.
Yeah. Once you haven't taken it, you just haven't taken it. And then you're good. You're good for the rest of it until you take another short rest. This is not going to come up unless your group is a short rest happy.
Right.
Anyways, let's move on.
Stage 2, which
we get a stage 2 flaw. We get a stage 2 boon and a stage 2 flaw.
Just one. They're
no
not upgrades.
Prerequisites.
Interesting. Okay, so what do we got for our first one? Hunter's Focus.
Well, in hybrid form, you can use a bonus action to mark one creature within 60 feet against your prey. A creature remains marked this way for 1 hour until it dies. You may only have one creature mark time. When a creature is marked, you gain the following benefits. Whenever you hit the marked creature with a melee attack, you deal an additional 1d6 damage of the attack's type.
Okay, and then
you have advantage on any wisdom, perception, or survival checks you make to find it. It's a worse hunter's mark.
Yeah. I mean, it's not awful. I mean, it turns our attacks, which other than the rat are just 1d8, makes it to 1d8 plus X, which is fine, I guess.
Alright, well, let's keep going.
The other one is Iron Pelt.
Well, in hybrid form, you have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. Magical and silvered weapons ignore this resistance.
So we just have permanent bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage resistance.
Basically,
except for
magical.
Yeah.
Then we got Kindred form.
You gain the ability to transform into the animal form representative of your lycanthropy type, known as your kindred form. Use the stat block of the creature your lycanthropy corresponds with, and the following rules of the polymorph spell.
So you can be a CR half, a CR 1/8 giant rat, or a CR...
You are indistinguishable from other creatures of that type, and you can communicate with those creatures. You cannot speak, but you understand languages you know. All equipment you wear and carry falls off you when transforming. Ooh, okay.
I don't like this feature. It's kind of... Wow.
So
I'll be honest. The only good boon here is 2, and it's so good that I don't know if I'm comfortable allowing it. As you know, I don't like allowing things that eat away at another class's. Yeah, I don't like allowing things that eat away at another class's niche. And in 2024, this is stepping on the barbarian toes even more than it would in 2014. Because remember, in 2024, they don't make the distinction between magical and damage anymore. Magical weapons just naturally do force damage.
right. Let's see.
So this is like,
Here's another question I have. I'm looking at
okay.
the Kindred form. What do you use to go into this? Because assuming that
You are right.
because this is 2024. Now, sure, with 2024 polymorph, it's temp HP, which our best odds are probably the black bear. I think.
I mean, dude, it's
if
a
it's
black bear. Look at those CRs.
No, I meant like the HP, because that whatever HP it is, it becomes temp
Yes.
HP.
Either way, you're right.
Hmm.
I mean, I guess follows the rules of the polymorph spell.
Which I guess would mean it would be an action. I get. No, that's just a stat block. Would
Yeah.
the
Why do... This lycanthropy transformation is poorly written, and I don't know why. The others weren't this bad.
Because you could easily have phrased it similar to how you did it with, or how I know this isn't the same company, but WotC's the school of polymorph transmutation with the with the bluebird, blue jay.
No. I guess I would assume an action, but you're right. My only issue is this is not tied to a resource.
Right. Yeah. Which I get later on. I mean,
it's fine. Whatever. I'm not that concerned. But let's get our.
Anyway, stage 2 flaw.
You have developed a debilitating sensitivity to silver in all forms. You have vulnerability to bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage from silver weapons. In addition, you cannot have resistance to damage inflicted by silver weapons.
Okay. I mean, here's my issue with that, because here's the thing, you are right in the fact that for the resistance
silver is different than magical.
Right, it's different from magical, but how often would you say an enemy is going to be attacking us with a silvered weapon?
What I will tell you is I cannot speak for Atheris.
Right, we cannot speak for the setting. For all we know, it's silver galore.
Generally speaking, silvered weapons are usually in most stat blocks a player facing them. Players get them, not the NPCs. There are some exceptions,
right,
but not a lot. So in a regular D&D setting, this just is not going to come up. I guess as the DM, I would throw arrows at monks. I'd make this come up, but
right, make it come up on occasion.
But still, that's a lot of work for me to do. I'm gonna be honest. I think the Lycanthrope might be another loss.
Well, let's check out stage 3, which again,
when you reach stage 3 of Lycanthrope, you select one stage 3 boon and gain the stage 3 flaw. We know that. So our options are
Bestial Vigor
or Shape
Savagery. So
your hit point maximum increases by an amount equal to your character level, and it increases by 1 every time you gain a character. Okay.
Additionally, when in your hybrid form, you gain 5 temporary hit points at the start of each returns.
Okay, I mean not the worst, but
not terrible.
Or you have embraced the outside regeneration while you're in hybrid form. You gain the following benefits: your claw and bite attacks deal an additional 1d8 slashing damage.
Okay.
You have immunity to charmed and frightening conditions.
That one's big.
Though I like the additional 1d8 actually a nice amount of damage.
That is, combine this with our previous feature where we could basically mark people. That's 2d8 plus 1d6 plus whatever modifier we're using. Not bad.
Anyways, it's gonna be strength.
Yeah, probably strength.
All right, then we get our flaw. You suffer the effect of sharing a mind with your personalities. Memories of less practical significance are lost to new ones of Midnight Hunt. You have disadvantage on intelligence, ability checks, and saving throws.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah, I mean it's bad, but yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. It's hard. We don't really see a lot of id saves unless it's like from
The ones that
abominations.
exist are nasty.
They can be. They absolutely can be. To be clear,
But
we got stage 4. This is 17 to 16 to 20.
anyways, here it is. We got
Two options.
we select what the first off is hybrid for infinity. You are equal that you can find the following benefits.
You can speak normally.
You can, and now you can cast spells. Additionally, oh no!
Without needing to
Oh,
provide material components, provided they do not have a gold value listed.
Ross. This will also allow you to cast spells with consumable components because they don't list gold values.
Okay, now hold on.
Not
That wouldn't do stuff like revivify, because that has a cost attached to it.
correct.
So like,
No. There's not. It's just an interesting fact. I don't think it wholly breaks the game, especially at this high level. It's just interesting.
right, and then
Allies in 20 if you have advantage on wisdom ability checks and saving throws.
Okay.
Or we take some savage instincts, not insects. You have developed an unrelenting thirst for bloodshed and carnage. Well, in your hybrid form, if you hit a bloody creature with a claw or bite attack, the attack deals an additional 1d8 slashing damage.
So if we're attacking a bloodied creature and we have a mark, we can deal 3d8 plus 1d6 plus or minus. Honestly, not bad for late game.
And then our last flaw.
Ultimate Predator.
You realize the true cost of your transformation. The beast can gain more control of your body than you have. Well, you can control it at times. You know it cannot be gained forever, and when it breaks free, it delights in any sort of event. You gain the following features. If you can see, hear, or smell a bloodied creature, you have disadvantage on wisdom saves. At the start of your turn, if you can see, hear, or smell a creature with the unconscious condition, oh no, you must make a wisdom DC 15 saving throw. On a failure, you transform. Then you do Lust for Hunt again, which, oh no, on success, you are immune to this effect until you finish along. Whenever you kill your Bludgeon Harvey, you cannot transform back into your normal form until the. Oh no!
Until the dawn the next day? What? So, okay, hold on. This isn't as bad as we think, because the feral thing only lasts for an hour. It's not the whole transformation.
I mean, sure, that's not my issue.
This could theoretically get a player down, or kill a player, because you'd go after.
Also, not my issue.
Oh.
No. See, you're thinking about all the ways this affects the balance of the game. Before we even get there, I have an issue.
Okay.
This breaks the campaign, and there is no way to fix it. So at stage 4, which is level 16, so it's reasonably still some game to play, right? If this was a thing at like level 20, and we're like, this is it, we're done, I didn't care. At level 16, you take on a monstrous form that most people would kill on sight, and I cannot justify NPCs not doing. And you cannot go back if you use that form to do what it's designed for. That means at level 16, if you use the feature that we spent 16 levels building up to, if we're going to have a nice session that takes us into a town or anything, you're basically out of that session. I cannot allow this transformation on principle.
Also, I just realized I can get the see and hear. How can you smell someone that's unconscious?
Quite easily, if you're a wolf.
Can they smell your eyelids closed? Is that a thing they're known to do?
Do you think that all unconsciousness is having your eyelids closed?
Well, I'm assuming it's like knocked out and whatnot.
Actually, that's a good point you just pointed out to me, Ross. This is worse than we thought. Imagine you go an entire game day without ever seeing this. Without this wisdom save even coming up for some reason, which is not unlikely. Because generally speaking, the people who get the unconscious condition most are players. And if you avoid it, you avoid it. So imagine you go the entire game day without it being an issue, right?
Right.
The second you settle down for a long rest, unless you're in a party with all elves,
Right. Because everyone has to sleep. I was also imagining like you go into like a town
no.
and like
To be clear,
because NPCs
To be
do
clear.
technically go unconscious when they're sleeping.
yes. So back to what I am getting at here, and I am very serious. I cannot allow this transformation on principle. There is no major balance issue here, but the very core building blocks it is built on are A, poorly written as we have so seen, and B, actually building up to the penultimate reward of this basically means that I have to run either a specific type of campaign or lock a player out, and I am not comfortable doing that.
Right.
So I am not comfortable allowing this, and an epic boon isn't going to change that because you have to be level 19 to get an epic boon.
Right.
So it's not
Well,
going to
'cause,
fix our
keep in
level
mind the
60.
transformations. We don't have to. They just give a guideline of like when to grant players this.
I'm
So
aware, but I maintain my point.
it would definitely need a change.
What I will say, Ross, is I imagine if someone wants to have a major part of their character be these transformations, they want to go through the entire one.
Right.
So we're looking
I assume it's the
for
wilds.
Boon of the Wilds. Yes.
So what do we got? So we got
you
plus
gain
one.
the
Fair
following
enough.
benefit, and when you enter your hybrid form, you gain 25 temporary hit points at the end of each of your turns while in your hybrid form. If you don't have them, you get 10 temporary points while you're in your hybrid form and have no temporary points. You have advantage on attack rolls. This is not fun.
So wait at the end of each of your turns. Okay. So it's okay.
Yeah, but not fun. So I think Lycanthrope. So we are at 50-50. 50% of them we like.
There are aspects of the lycanthrope that I like,
But
of course there are some that. Yeah.
I don't think any of the fun stuff you get for it are special. Anyway, that's all for that, though.
Yeah. Next time we'll be covering. What's the next one we're covering? The ooze. A ruse for an ooze.
Ooze. Okay.
So what am I marking this at? Ban would need
Yeah,
rework?
man. There's no reworking this. I cannot allow it on principle.
No, I'm saying like, well, okay. Are you saying like no one could be like a werewolf type themed character? That's what I'm saying.
If someone were to come to, hey, I want to do the whole werewolf arc, I would rather work something out myself than even use this as a basis at the moment.
All right. Anyway, catch you guys next time.
So I'm not banning the concept of playing a werewolf, but I am not playing this one.
Okay. And catch you guys next time after a break for the ooze.